like before. It whispered through the muddy shore. No gentle flow, no peaceful stream, just something sounding like a dream. The water dark, the sky grew dim, and the river sang like a funeral hymn. I stood alone on broken ground, where every stone refused to sound. The current low but deep inside, it carried something I can't hide. No birds above, no wind to call, just hollow trees that seemed to fall into a rhythm slow and grim, as the river sang its hymn. The banks were lined with rusted leaves, like they were mourning what it grieves, and every ripple passing by felt like a silent lullaby. The air went still, the world leaned near, like it was trying not to hear, and every breath I tried to take felt like a memory awake. The river sang like a funeral hymn that night, underneath the dying light. No peace below, no hope above, just water speaking loss of love. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to run, but the song had just begun, and every step I tried to swim still heard that funeral hymn. Wooden cross, half sunk in mud, still marked with something used to flood. But time don't care for names it keeps, it only takes and never weeps. The current pulled at something deep, like it was trying not to keep, just letting go of all it knew into a darker shade of blue. I swear I saw a shape drift slow beneath the surface undertow, not quite alive, not fully gone, just something drifting on and on. The water hummed, the branches bent like everything was heaven sent, but every note it tried to spin felt like a place I couldn't win. The river sang like a funeral hymn that night, carried souls beyond the sight. No name to call, no hand to save, just echoes moving through the wave. Oh, I tried to speak, I tried to scream, but it swallowed every dream, and every breath I tried to swim still drowned in that funeral hymn. The sky grew heavy, low and wide, like it was mourning what had died. And in the water's mirrored face I saw my own forgotten place. Not future bright, not past to keep, just something buried far too deep. And every reflection that I find feels like it's not really mine. The river doesn't choose or care, it only carries what is there. And everything I tried to hide was drifting on the other side. It ain't the water, ain't the flow, it's everything we let go. Every memory we condemn becomes a funeral hymn. And rivers don't forgive or lie, they just remember what went by, till everything you thought that you leave still sings beneath the leaves. The river sang like a funeral hymn for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No turning back, no place to swim, just endless echoes of the hymn. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to run, but the river is never done. And every breath I tried to keep still drowns inside its deep. Now I don't stand on that shore, I hear that song forevermore. No peace to find, no truth to claim, just water calling out my name. And if you ever hear that sound rolling slow across the ground, don't follow close, don't lean too in, or you'll hear that funeral hymn. The river flows but not the same. It carries more than just a name, and I remain where echoes swim inside the river's funeral hymn. Cicadas stop without a sound, like the whole world had shut it down. No crickets sing, no dogs will bark, just heavy heat and deeper dark. The wind hung still in cotton trees, like it forgot how to breathe. And every porch light, faint and dim, felt like it might go out with him. The radio cut mid-broken tune, some gospel song about the moon, and nothing but a hollow hum, like even sound had come undone. The road stretched out in pale dirt lines, where even time forgets its signs. No truck, no train, no engines roar, just silence settling more and more. The church bell tried to start to ring, but choked itself before the swing, like something in the air had said, "Not tonight," before it bled. The field stood still, the sky leaned low, like it had nowhere left to go. And every breath I tried to take felt like a world about to break. There was a night, the south wind silent, no thunder, wind or voices violent, just stillness stretching coast to coast, like something lost had taken most. Oh, I tried to call, I tried to pray, but sound just faded all away. And every heartbeat in my chest felt like it was holding its breath. The river froze without the ice, like it forgot its own device. The water there, but somehow gone, like it had stopped before the dawn. The porch swing didn't dare to move, like it had nothing left to prove. And every shadow on the ground refused to make a single sound. I saw a dog stop midway run, just staring at a dying sun, then turn away without a care, like even instinct wasn't there. The wind gave up before it tried, like even storms had turned aside. And every second holding still, bent toward a broken wheel. That was the night, the south went silent, no thunder, wind or voices violent, just stillness stretching coast to coast, like something lost had taken most. Oh, I tried to call, I tried to pray, but sound just faded all away. And every heartbeat in my chest felt like it was holding its breath. The town clock stopped at 3:04 and never moved again no more, like time itself had lost its grip and let the moment slowly slip. No footsteps echoed on the street, no passing cars, no human heat, just empty space where life should be, a quiet kind of history. I looked around and understood this wasn't bad, it wasn't here and what has fell. It ain't the night, it ain't the land, it's something no one understands. When everything you thought was sound just leaves and doesn't come around. And silence don't just mean the end, it means the world won't speak again till every soul begins to feel what silence makes too real. That was the night the south went still, like it had lost its final will. No heaven spoke, no hell replied, just empty space on every side. Oh, I tried to move, I tried to say, but nothing hurt me anyway. And every breath I take tonight still lives inside that silent night. Now sound returns, but not the same, like it remembers what it came. No peace to find, no truth to name, just echoes of that silent flame. And if you ever hear the world go quiet like it's been unfurled, don't speak too loud, don't ask what's wrong, or you'll hear the South's lost song. The wind came back, the trees now sway, but something never went away. And I remain where silence lies. From the night, the south wind, silent skies. The sun is burning down on my back. This road of bones ain't never looking back. Boots heavy with the weight of my sins, another ghost calling out in the wind. The desert's whisper cutting through the night, telling me I ain't gonna die without a fight. I left my past in ashes and in pain, but every mile just bleeds me out again. Dust, blood, and broken spurs, it's all that's left of the man I once was. Dust, blood, and broken spurs, riding through the storm with a heart full of scars. Dust, the cicadas stop without a sound, like the whole world had shut it down. No crickets sing, no dogs will bark, just heavy heat and deeper dark. The wind hums still in cotton trees, like it forgot how to breathe. And every porch light faint and dim felt like it might go out with him. The radio cut mid-broken tune, some gospel song. The mirror cracked without a sound, like it refused to hold me down. And in that glass, sharp and bright, something else stood in my light. Same eyes, same grin, same hollow trace, but not a trace of human grace. And I knew before it spoke that I was already broke. He walked like me, he talked like me, but every word felt wrong to see. Like everything I thought was mine had crossed a darker, thinner line. It tipped my hat, it lit my smoke, like every memory was a joke. And every breath I tried to claim, it answered softly with my name. The room went cold, the air stood still, like even time had lost its will. And shadows leaned in close to hear what only I was meant to fear. It smiled like it already knew the things I never got me through. And every thought I tried to hide just stood there on the other side. The devil wore my face that night, I swear, and I was standing over there. No truth to hold, no place to flee, just something staring back at me. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to scream, but it was wearing every dream. And every step I take. Feels like a choice it makes. It sat down where I used to sit, like it belonged to every bit of everything I thought was real. Before I learned how it would feel, it spoke of things I never said, but somehow lived inside my head. Like every sin I tried to lose, had learned how I would choose. The walls bent closer, slow and wide, like they were on its side, and every shadow in the room started moving to its tune. I called my name, but not too loud, afraid to break the silent crowd, and every echo coming through belonged more to it than to you. The devil wore my face that night again, like it had always been my friend. No chains to break, no truth to save, just my reflection misbehaved. Oh, I tried to fight, I tried to run, but it was already done, and every breath I can't deny still sees it through my eyes. I reached out slow to break the glass, but it just showed me what would pass. Not shatter, not escape, not free, just something worse than what I see. It leaned in close, it whispered low, you're what you've always known. And in that voice I couldn't tell if I was man or something else. The mirror flickered, cracked in lines, like splitting futures into signs, and every piece that fell away still wore my face to stay. It ain't the devil horns of flame, it's every time you shift the blame. Every truth you choose to hide becomes the face on the other side. And evil don't always come from hell, sometimes it learns you far too well, till everything you think is right looks like you in borrowed light. The devil wore my face that night for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No line between, no place to stand, just my reflection turned unplanned. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to pray, but it stayed with me that day. And every breath I try to take still feels like it's a fake. Now I don't look, I don't pretend, I know this mirror never ends. No truth to fix, no lie to chase, just something wearing my face. And if you ever see that sight in broken glass at dead of night, don't look too long, don't meet its eye, or you'll forget which one is I. Stands, the night runs thin, but something else is still within, and I remain where shadows trace the devil that wore my face. The dark was heavy, close and slow, like it forgot how to let go. No sound to break it, no delay, just breathe held tight in what I'd say. And in my hands so small and thin, a spark that barely fit within. I struck the match against the night and watched it learn to eat the Not flame at first, but something near, like hesitation born from fear. It trembled once, then found its voice, like it had never had a choice. And in that glow so soft and weak, it seemed to almost speak. The air leaned in, the shadows bent, like something old and heaven sent, but wrong in ways I couldn't name. As if the fire knew my shame. The flame grew tall, then bowed its head, like something holy left unsaid. And every second passing by felt like a whispered cry. I lit the match and watched it pray that night, and tremble in broken light. No rage, no roar, just something small, like it believed in all. Oh, I tried to blink, I tried to flee, but it was looking back at me. And every breath I try to take feels like the world might break. It danced without a guiding hand, like it was trying to understand why darkness doesn't let things stay the way they start that way. The walls went soft, the room went thin, like something else had moved within. And every flicker on the floor seemed to open up a door, not outward, not to anywhere, but inward, like it lived in air. And everything I tried to hide was standing by its side. The flame don't burn the same for all. Sometimes it rises just to fall. And every thought I tried to keep just drifted into sleep. I lit the match and watched it pray for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No final word, no place to stay, just light that fades away. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but it followed me outside. And every step I try to make still shakes in what it takes. Then it bent low, then went still, like it had finished what it will. And in the ashes, soft and gray, I heard what it might say. Not language, not a sound at all, just something waiting for the fall of everything I thought was mine into a softer line. And when the flame had finally gone, I wasn't sure what lingered on. It ain't the match, it ain't the fire, it's everything we don't retire. Every spark we set in place still learns to show its face. And flames don't always rise and burn. Sometimes they teach us how to learn that everything we try to pray still fades the same old way. I lit the match and watched it pray for me, and it stayed inside my memory. No end in sight, no truth to say, just embers in the grave. Oh, I tried to stop, I tried to stay, but it had already gone away. And every breath I try to find still flickers in my mind. Now I don't strike, I don't return, I let the darkness gently burn. No light to keep, no truth to weigh, just something gone away. And if you ever feel that glow where shadows start to slow, don't trust its warmth, don't trust its grace, or you'll see your own face. The night goes on, the wind runs thin, but something always starts within. And I remain where embers stray, I lit the match and watched it pray. The fields stretch out in tired gold, where stories rot before they're told. The wind runs low through cedar shade, across the mark I never made. The earth was warm, the sky was gray, when I laid my name away. And every breath I couldn't say got buried in Tennessee clay. I came back home with empty hands, no dreams, no hope, no better plans, just dust along my worn-out boots and truths I couldn't quite dispute. The porch still creaked the same old tune, like it remembered every wound, and every step up to the door felt heavier than before. Silence felt like the only song, and every word I tried to find just vanished somewhere in my mind. The ground was soft beneath my feet, like it was waiting just for me, and every memory I denied just knelt down there inside. I buried my name in Tennessee clay, left the man I was that day, no stone to mark, no voice to call, just silence covering all. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but nothing ever felt that way, and every road I tried to take still led me back to what I'd break. Behind the hill, where time don't move, it lingers still. I used to think I'd make it right, but wrong don't fade in light. The church bell rings, but not for me. It calls for ghosts I used to be, and every echo through the air feels like I left something there. A picture fades on cracked glass frames, but I don't recognize the names. Not all are gone, not all remain, just pieces lost inside the rain. The wind don't judge, it don't forgive, it just reminds you what you live, and every truth I tried to lie just circles back inside. I buried my name in Tennessee clay, left the man I was decay, no map to find, no road to claim, just silence speaking my name. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but nothing ever felt that way, and every road I tried to take still led me back to what I'd break. I stood alone where the ground dips low, where only old confessions grow, and in the dirt I swear I knew the parts of me I never knew. Not dead, not gone, just out of sight, beneath the weight of wrong and right, and every heartbeat I clay. It ain't the soil, it ain't the land, it's everything you don't understand. Every name you try to flee still grows roots inside of me. And you can bury what you are, but it won't travel very far. It just waits beneath the day in Tennessee clay. I buried my name in Tennessee clay, but it never went away. It lives in every breath I take, in every choice I make. Oh, I tried to lose it, tried to pray, but it's still here every day. And every road I try to find still carries what I left behind. Now I don't dig, I don't return. I let the quiet slowly burn. No past to fix, no truth to say, just something I can't wash away. And if you ever walk that ground where no real ending can be found, don't stay too long, don't kneel too low, or you'll feel what I still know. The wind still moves through fields of gray, where buried names refuse to stay. And I remain where echoes play. Tennessee clay. The fields stretch out and tired go, where stories rot before they're told. The fields stretch out and tired go, where stories rot before they're told. The wind runs low through cedar shade, across the mark I never made. The earth was warm and the sky was gray when I laid my name away. And every breath I couldn't say got buried in Tennessee clay. I came back home with empty hands, no dreams, no hope, no better plans, just dust along my worn out boots and truths I couldn't quite dispute. The porch still creaked the same old tune, like it remembered every wound. Radio hissed in fading light, like it couldn't decide on right or night. Static curled like smoke and wrong, and then it played my favorite song. And something in it wasn't mine, carried someone else's time. I swear I left it long ago, a tune only I should know, played on strings I never named, in places memory never came. But there it was, too clean, too clear, like it had learned to appear from somewhere deeper than the past, like it was never meant to last. The rhythm bent in subtle ways, like it was studying my gaze. And every note that filled the air felt like someone listening there. The room got still, the shadows leaned, like they had all already seen. And every breath I tried to keep just fell into something deep. The devil learned my favorite song somehow, and he's singing it right now. No wrong or right, just something wrong inside my favorite song. Oh, I tried to turn it was on the other side. It wasn't played on any dial, no human hand, no radio mouth, just air itself beginning to hum, like something finally had become. The melody bent out of shape, like it had learned how to escape the meaning I once gave it then, and turned it back again. And in that sound I swear I knew it wasn't just about me too. It carried voices in the grain that sounded just like pain. The walls absorbed it line by line, like they had memorized the rhyme. And every note I thought I owned had found a darker tone. The devil learned my favorite song too well, and it fits him just as well. No holy tune, no saving wrong, just my own favorite song. Oh, I tried to stop it, tried to run, but it was already done. And every chorus I deny still lives beneath the sky. Now every time I hear that sound, it feels like something spinning round. Not outside me, not apart, but somewhere buried in my heart. Like music isn't just a thing, but something darker it can bring when it learns your name, your pace, and takes your private place. And I don't know if I compose the part it loves the most, or if it always knew the way to make me hear it play. It ain't the tune, it ain't the chord, it's everything you can't ignore. Every sound you try to shun still gets inside your blood. And songs don't always stay benign, sometimes they cross the line, till everything you thought was yours belongs to something more. The devil learned my favorite song from me, and I don't think I'm still free. No end in sight, no place to run, just music I've become. Oh, I tried to silence it, tried to stay, but it plays on anyway. And every breath I try to keep still hums inside my sleep. Now I don't listen, I don't pretend, I let the melody descend. No start, no stop, no final line, just something that is mine. And if you ever hear that sound where something feels too tightly wound, don't sing along, don't let it in, or it will learn you to again. The radio's gone, the night runs long, but still I hear that same old song, and I remain where echoes belong, with the devil who learned my song.
The fire's gone, the ash is cold, the sky has done what skies are told, but something lingers in my skin, like it never lets me in. The wind moves through the empty frame, but nothing here feels quite the same. I wash them clean in river light, I scrubbed them raw through half the night, but every drop just came back wrong, like smoke still knew where it belonged. No matter where I turn or hide, it follows me from the inside. Not flame, not heat, not burning bright, just memory refusing night. The world looks normal, calm and still, but my hands don't know how to heal. I close my fists, I feel it there, like something's crawling in the air. And every breath I try to take just tastes like what I breathe. My hands still smell like smoke from that night, long after fire left the light. No clean escape, no truth to choke, just ash that never spoke. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to hide, but it followed me outside. And everything I try to do still burns a shade of you. The wind won't wash it off my skin, it only spreads it thin again. Like every step I ever made just deepens what I can't evade. The mirror shows me standing there with nothing clean enough to spare. And in the glass I start to see what fire made of me. No wound to show, no scar to trace, just something time won't erase. The scent don't leave, it settles deep, like something buried in my sleep. And every gleam I try to keep still burns beneath my sleep. My hands still smell like smoke for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No water clears, no truth to choke, just memory and smoke. Oh, I tried to pray, I tried to plead, but it stayed attached to me. And every breath I try to find still carries it behind. They say it fades with passing time, but time don't wash away a crime. It only teaches how to hide what still is burning inside. And even when the night is calm, I feel it crawl across my palm, like something waiting to return for everything I learned. Not fire now, but afterglow, the part you never let go. It ain't the flame, it ain't the blaze, it's everything that never sways. Every choice we can't undo still clings to what we do. And smoke don't leave, it only drifts through all the places memory shifts, till everything you try to clean still knows what you have been. My touch, I don't pretend. I let the traces never end. No truth to fix, no past to break, just everything I can't shake. And if you ever feel that sign on fingertips that aren't quite fine, don't trust the air, don't trust the sky, or you'll know exactly why. The fire's gone, the night runs thin, but something never leaves the skin, and I remain where embers spoke, with hands that still smell like smoke.
There's a cold wind from the gallows tonight, cuts through bone, no wrong, no right. The rope still sways when no one stands, like it remembers trembling hands. The sky hangs low, the air turns thin, like it don't want to let me in. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's already too deep. I walk that road past the county line, where justice bends and truth resigns. The scaffold stands on splintered ground, where silence is the only sound. They built it high for all to see, a warning carved in memory. But time don't fade what fear is made, it just lets shadows linger and stay. I hear the boards beneath my feet echo slow like a dying beat, and every step I take alone feels like I'm walking into stone. The wind don't howl, it speaks too low of things I shouldn't come to know, and every whisper drifting through feels like it's calling out the truth. There's a cold wind from the gallows still, it bends the mind, it breaks the will. No mercy here, no soul to save, just names that fade without a grave. Oh, I tried to turn and walk away, but something made me choose to stay. And every breath I can't release feels like it's hanging over me. The rope's gone frayed but holds its shape, like it remembers every escape that never came, that never tried, just ended in a final sigh. The crowd is gone, the noise is dead, but echoes live inside my head. 1,000 voices, faint and slow, from those who never got to go. The sheriff's badge is long since dust, but fear outlives what men call trust. And every law that once stood tall still casts a shadow over all. The air grows cold around my chest, like something's putting me to rest. And every thought I try to keep gets carried by the wind too deep. There's a cold wind from the gallows still, it bends the mind, it breaks the will. No mercy here, no soul to save, just names that fade without a grave. Oh, I tried to turn and walk away, but something made me choose to stay. And every breath I shape against the sky. Not quite a man, not quite alive. It doesn't move, it doesn't sway, but somehow it won't go away. No face to blame, no eyes to meet, just something standing incomplete. And in that stillness I can feel a truth too heavy to conceal, that it ain't them who never left, it's me who's caught in every breath, between the ground and what it means to live with all I've ever seen. It ain't the road, it ain't the wood, it's everything misunderstood. Every judgment passed too fast, that lingers longer than it lasts. And gallows don't forget your name, they just let silence take the blame, till every wind that passes through carries something back to you. There's a cold wind from the gallows now, and I can't remember how I ever thought I could outrun what's already been done. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to flee, but the rope still follows me, and every breath I try to give feels like it won't let me live. Now I don't walk, I don't pretend, I stand here where the stories end. No past to fix, no truth to tell, just wine that knows me far too well. And if you ever feel that chill, when everything around is still, don't look too long, don't try to see what's swaying where it used to be. The wind still blows, the rope still bends, and silence never truly ends. And I remain where shadows grow, in the cold wind from the gallows. There's a shape that stands behind me when the light is angled right. Not a blur, not just an outline, but something half alive tonight. And it moves when I don't move it, stays a step out of control, like it learned a way of walking that don't answer to my soul. I noticed it in passing windows, where the glass don't show me clear. There's a second slight distortion, always standing somewhere near. It don't match my every motion, it don't follow like it should. Sometimes lingers just a moment, like it's thinking if it could. There's no sound when it is shifting, no reflection I can trust, just a feeling something lingers where my outline used to adjust. No line to draw, no break to see, just something moving separately. And every time I try to turn, it stays behind but never learns. My shadow ain't my own tonight, it moves in ways I can't define. No matter how I try to stay mine was something else redesigning time. I walked beneath the streetlights low, watched it stretch and fall behind. But sometimes it'll rise ahead of me, like it's breaking through the line. No source I can't confront it with, no hand I can demand. Just the sense it's slightly older than the shape I understand. I called out once in empty silence, but the echo didn't break. It just came back slightly altered, like it learned a new mistake. No truth to pin, no past to fix, just something slipping through the mix. And every breath I try to claim feels like it's speaking a different name. My shadow ain't my own, I see it don't belong entirely. No matter how I try to fight, it moves just out of my light. Oh, I turned, I tried to stand, but it never lost its hand. And every step I thought was real was something I don't get to feel. I stood still in perfect stillness, let the darkness take its shape. Tried to find where I ended and where it chose to break, but there's no seam I can discover, no division I can name. Just a quiet overlapping where we're never quite the same. And in that moment, slow and certain, with no distance left to hide, I stopped calling it a stranger and felt it deep inside. It ain't a thing that leaves you first, it's what remains when you disperse. Every thought you leave unknown starts to move like it's your own. And shadows don't just copy light, they learn to bend it out of sight. So every step you think you take might not be fully yours to make. My shadow ain't my own, I know it was always part of the show. No matter how I tried to see, it was always merging me. Oh, I stopped, I didn't run, watched it move when I was done. And every line I thought was clear was something else appearing here. Now I walk without correction, and I don't ask what is real. Every movement has a question I no longer try to feel. And if you ever see your outline acting like it's not your own, don't assume it's something missing. It might be what you've become.
Quiet in the fields, like even earth refused to yield. No crickets sang, no dogs would call, just silence swallowing it all. The porch light flickered pale and thin, like it knew what I was in. I didn't speak it out loud, but something moved through every crowd from hollow towns to river bends, where every story never ends. The rumor traveled slow and low through places only ghosts would go, and every mile of broken ground seemed to repeat the sound. No telegram, no written word, just something everyone had heard. Like truth don't need a name or face to find its rightful place. The trees leaned in, the fields went still, like they were part of some larger will. And every breath I tried to keep just fell into the deep. The South heard what I did that night and turned away from the light. No place to run, no place to hide, just judgment spreading wide. Oh, I tried to leave, I tried to flee, but it followed after Eve. And every road I try to take still knows the price I made. The church bell stopped mid-final ring, like even faith forgot to sing. And every preacher turned his eyes away from what the truth implies. The rivers ran a little dry, like they refused to testify. And every shadow on the ground seemed to lean into the sound. The town don't shout, it just declines to ever draw a final line. It lets the silence do the work where guilt begins to lurk. The wind don't judge, it just repeats what memory can't defeat. And every step I try to hide just brings it to my side. The South heard what I did and wouldn't sleep. It kept it buried in the deed. No mercy left, no alibi, just whispers under sky. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to stay, but it all gave me away. And every breath I try to find still carries what I left behind. Now every porch I pass at night feels like it knows I'm in its side. Not spoken loud, not carved in stone, but something I have always known. The land remembers every sin and folds it gently deep within, till everything you thought was gone still echoes on and on. And I can feel it when I breathe. The South don't ever really leave. It ain't the towns, it ain't the trees, it's everything that hears and sees. Every truth we try to keep still roams the southern deep. And secrets don't just fade away, they learn the land, they learn to stay, till everything you try to hide becomes the earth's inside. The South heard what I did for me, and I don't think I'm still free. No road ahead, no place behind, just echoes in my mind. Oh, I tried to run, I tried to pray, but the South won't look away. speak, I don't pretend. I let the silence never end. No truth to fix, no lie to bind, just something left behind. And if you ever feel that hush, where even night don't rush, don't say a word, don't meet its eye, or the South will know you lied. The wind still waits, the fields stay dim, but something never leaves within. And I remain where echoes bid. The South still knows what I did.
Everything went still, like the world had paused for nothing, but continued anyway still. There's no form I can assign it, no edge I can contain, just a pressure in the absence that keeps returning with my name. Every thought I try to structure feels slightly out of place, like it's missing something central that I cannot replace. No rest, no break, no closing door, just something underneath it more. And every breath I try to keep feels like it's already deep. The hollow never sleeps tonight, no wrong name, no clear right, just something moving in the dark, without a body, without a mark. Oh, I tried to turn away, but it stayed within the day, and every step I thought was mine just circled something undefined. It's not inside, not outside, not a place I can escape, just a constant quiet folding that refuses to reshape. Every memory gets thinner, every meaning loses weight, like it's learning how to vanish without ever being late. I call it by no name at all, but it answers just the same. Not in voice, but in the silence that reacts when I remain. No truth to fix, no past to heal, just into something new. Now I don't search for meaning, let the absence do its work. There's no boundary left between us, no division left to mark. And it isn't something broken, it's just structure without form. Like a thought that never finishes, but still manages to transform. And then that quiet realization, with no resistance left to try, I stop calling it an ending and let it occupy. It ain't what leaves you when it's gone, it's what stays when nothing's wrong. Every silence you don't break becomes the shape you can't escape. And hollows don't never rest, they only learn what's still left. So every moment you ignore becomes the thing that wants you more. The hollow never sleeps, I know. It never really lets you go. No matter how I tried to be, it stayed awake inside of me. Oh, I stopped, I didn't run, let it fall into the sun. And every breath I thought was free was just the hollow moving me. Now the silence doesn't end here, it just changes how it feels. Like the absence isn't missing, it's the only thing that's real. And if you ever feel a space that follows when you close your eyes, don't assume it disappears, it might be what survives. It just folds around the silence like it's part of what it means. She stands where light feels distant, not refusing, not retreat. Just a presence in the doorway where the past and present meet. There's no speech to mock the meaning, no announcement in the air. Just the weight of something certain that refuses to repair. Every step she takes is slower, like it knows what comes ahead. Like the ground remembers gently what was never fully dead. No name to call, no line to cross, just something time refuses loss. And every breath she tries to keep feels like it's already deep. The widow wore black again tonight, no wrong to name, no clear right, just something coming back in waves that never learned to stay away. Oh, she stood still, she didn't speak, let the silence turn and leak. And every moment she relives is something she still has to give. The world keeps moving past her, like it doesn't understand that some endings don't dissolve, they just linger where they stand. There's no comfort in destruction, no relief in what remains, just the repetition of a feeling that refuses to change names. She holds nothing in her hands now, but it feels like something's there, like absence has its own dimension that still follows through the air. No truth to fix, no past to mend, just something that won't ever end. And every step she tries to take feels like it's already fate. The widow wore black again, I see, it was never just history. No matter how she tried to hide, it stayed alive inside her eyes. Oh, she turned she faces. And it isn't punishment speaking, it's just time refusing break. Like it learned to keep returning to the shape it couldn't shake. And in that quiet realization, with no resistance left to try, she stops calling it an ending and lets it occupy. It ain't the grief that makes it stay, it's every time it comes again. Every memory left unsealed finds a way to reappear and kneel. And widows don't just wear the black, they wear the moments coming back. So every loss she thought was done still rises with the morning sun. The widow wore black again, I know. It never really learned to go. No matter how she tried to be, it stayed inside her history. Oh, she stood still, she didn't fight, let it fold into the night. And every breath she thought was new was just the old coming through. Now the silence feels familiar, like it's been there all along. Not an ending, not a moment, just a shape that's just as strong. And if you ever see her standing where the light begins to fade, don't assume it's something passing. It might be what never stops.